These are Plato's best quotes and citations to stimulate your mind. Listen to them carefully and them inspire your soul. Be kind, for everyone you meet is fighting a harder battle. We can easily forgive a child who is afraid of the dark. The real tragedy of life is when men are afraid of the light. A good decision is based on knowledge, and not on numbers. Thinking, the talking of the soul with itself. There is no harm in repeating a good thing. Truth is the beginning of every good to the gods, and of every good to man. Knowledge without justice ought to be called cunning, rather than wisdom. The first and greatest victory is to conquer yourself. To be conquered by yourself is of all things most shameful and vile. Wealth and poverty. One is the parent of luxury and indolence, and the other of meanness and viciousness, and both of discontent. An empty vessel makes the loudest sound, so they that have the least wit are the greatest babblers. Opinion is the medium between knowledge and ignorance. If a man neglects education, he walks lame to the end of his life. All men are by nature equal, made all of the same earth by one workman. The measure of a man is what he does with power. The direction in which education starts a man will determine his future in life. Do not train a child to learn by force or harshness, but direct them to it, by what amuses their minds, so that you may be better able to discover with accuracy the peculiar bent of the genius of each. Bodily exercise, when compulsory, does no harm to the body, but knowledge which is acquired under compulsion obtains no hold on the mind. Ideas are the source of all things. Knowledge becomes evil if the aim be not virtuous. A library of wisdom is more precious than all wealth, and all things that are desirable cannot be compared to it. Whoever therefore claims to be zealous of truth, of happiness, of wisdom or knowledge, must become a lover of books. No one is more hated than he who speaks the truth. The untrained mind keeps up a running commentary, labeling everything, judging everything. Best to ignore that commentary. Don't argue or resist, just ignore. Deprived of attention and interest, this voice gets quieter and quieter, and eventually just shuts up. False words are not only evil in themselves, but they infect the soul with evil. Writing is the geometry of the soul. Necessity is the mother of invention. For a man to conquer himself is the first and noblest of all victories. The greatest wealth is to live content with little. Excellence is not a gift, but a skill that takes practice. We do not act rightly because we are excellent, in fact we achieve excellence by acting rightly. If women are expected to do the same work as men, we must teach them the same things. You can discover more about a person in an hour of play, than in a year of conversation. If you do not take an interest in the affairs of your government, then you are doomed to live under the rule of fools. I am the wisest man alive, for I know one thing, and that is that I know nothing. Beauty lies in the eyes of the beholder. Reality is created by the mind. We can change our reality by changing our mind. When you feel grateful, you become great, and eventually attract great things. Music gives a soul to the universe, wings to the mind, flight to the imagination, and life to everything. Never discourage anyone who continually makes progress, no matter how slow. Human behavior flows from three main sources: desire, emotion, and knowledge. Every heart sings a song, incomplete, until another heart whispers back. Those who wish to sing always find a song. At the touch of a lover, everyone becomes a poet. There is in every one of us, even those who seem to be most moderate, a type of desire that is terrible, wild, and lawless. The beginning is the most important part of the work. Good actions give strength to ourselves, and inspire good actions in others. Courage is knowing what not to fear. You should not honor men more than truth. Poverty doesn't come because of the decrease of wealth, but because of the increase of desires. No man should bring children into the world, who is unwilling to persevere to the end in their nature and education. There are three classes of men: lovers of wisdom, lovers of honor, and lovers of gain. Good people do not need laws to tell them to act responsibly, while bad people will find a way around the laws. Excessive liberty, whether it lies in state or individuals, seems only to pass into excessive slavery. People are like dirt. They can either nourish you and help you grow as a person, or they can stunt your growth and make you wilt and die. The madness of love is the greatest of heaven's blessings. The one who learns and doesn't practice, is like the one who plows and never plants. The right question is usually more important than the right answer. We are twice armed if we fight with faith. Those who are able to see beyond the shadows and lies of their culture will never be understood, let alone believed, by the masses. Love is simply the name for the desire and pursuit of the whole. A hero is born among 100, a wise man is found among 1,000, but an accomplished one might not be found even among 100,000 men. I would teach children music, physics, and philosophy, but most importantly music, for the patterns in music and all the arts are the keys to learning. The first and best victory is to conquer self. And these were Plato's best quotes to stimulate your mind. Remember to subscribe now, and comment which is your favorite Plato's quote. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.